Hey guys, BitBuilt here, and this is the CRT Mini, a small form factor CRT that uses a 1.25-inch viewfinder from a TV station camcorder. I got it from my friend who got it from an old antique store that is now out of business. The special thing about this TV is that I custom 3D printed the entire chassis, used brass inserts so the screws will not be cross-threaded, and the back has a bunch of modern inputs as well. You can power it off of a standard 12-volt DC barrel jack, or you can power it off of 5-volt USB Type-C, and you can give an input via HDMI. It features standard analog audio and has composite video input. This was a really cool project for me to take on, and it was featured at the 2025 Midwest Gaming Classic. So as you can see, this runs very well, and it's hard to get my camera to focus on it, but this says no signal, and then there's bars. Now the scan line shows it's not visible in person, but on camera it's a lot more visible. But anyway, you're probably wondering, why am I showing you this project? Well, this is my actual BitBuilt 2025 Summer Building Competition project. Not this, but this. This is the CRT Micro, a small form factor, half-inch CRT that runs completely off of modern hardware. It runs off of 5 volts, USB Type-C, that is provided right here. It has full stereo audio via 2 speakers right here, has an analog volume wheel for volume adjustability, which the CRT Mini does not have, and it can toggle between NTSC and PAL for wide region use. The back features one HDMI port that can take up to 4K 120 Hz input and scale it to the CRT. Simply all you have to do is plug it in and it'll work. The CRT Micro uses the same integrated circuit that the CRT Mini uses, but all on a custom PCB. This allows me to include really nice features such as a built-in audio amp and pass-through. Now, what is pass-through? Well, it's a custom feature that I designed for this project. Pass-through is a feature I designed while making this. You're probably wondering, what is that? All you have to do is simply pull apart the CRT, and you can see you have this base. Now this base is a very versatile solution. The cool part about this is all of this is made also with brass inserts. So all the screws you see here cannot cross-thread plastic, as brass inserts have been melted into the plastic. This gives it a really nice finish and allows you to take it apart completely. The bottom was printed with a multicolor 3D print that with metallic filament that makes the finish look really nice, and it gives you a nice guide on how to attach everything. Simply attach these together like so, and it'll just work. Now, the cool part about this is it actually has a wide system that can be attached to this. The whole point of this project was not just to get a small viewfinder, as that's kind of impractical, but that's also why I made this. The whole point was actually to have expandability. This is version 1 of the custom circuit board that I designed. This is the CRT Micro board, designed by BitBuilt as myself. You can see I put some silkscreen down there for BitBuilt 2025. This features all of the same features, except there's a few distinct things that it doesn't output. This board outputs the speaker signals rather than the raw analog audio signals left and right. This is what is connected to here as well. These are the same input. Now this was kind of inefficient because I ended up going with a speaker system that would be designed in the base, but I wanted this to be expandable, if you remember. We'll get back to that in just a second. One more thing is that this also outputs composite video only. The cool part about this DAC, it actually doesn't just output composite, it also outputs S-video, which is a much higher quality video signal. So, let me introduce to you version 2 of the board. As you can see, there were some test pads that were removed and some more signal filtering up there. This adds full S-video functionality, and it removes the speaker input because now there's just these pads for the bottom and has just the raw audio channels that come out of there. I also cleaned up some of the circuitry and added more signal filtering, and it turned out great. And the really cool part about this board, which is what's in here, is that means it's fully expandable. So to give you an idea, here is another board I designed. And this is an expansion that just goes right on top, same exact concept. And you line them up and put them on like that. Now this board is functional as an HDMI to analog video converter. This can be outputted to any CRT, which I'll show here. Here's my Philips Magnavox 9-inch CRT. As you can see, I've connected the breakout board for the composite video, and I have that inputting right here. Now, to get an output, all I have to do is connect these together. And there you go. It just works like that. As you can see, it obviously doesn't just support black and white, it supports full color, and this looks great, as you can see. Here's me actually on the work log page for the CRT Micro. Everything looks amazing, and it's super clear. This provides many wide ranges of output and use, which means it's not just a little CRT. It's actually a whole system that can be expanded upon. So, let me show you another thing I designed. This is very similar, but this boasts an S-video connector, which is higher quality analog video. It also has the left and right audio channels that I said I added as well. The composite video breakout board also includes this. Same exact concept, all you have to do is hook it up, and it works. Here is the CRT Micro connected with the S-video breakout board. Here is it connected to my Mitsubishi CS2657R CRT. This is via S-video input. As you can see, the text is extremely sharp and very easy to read. The image quality looks amazing on this, and my camera really doesn't do it justice. But as you can see, everything is extremely viewable and legible. And here's it running some more footage of my YouTube video from the Midwest Gaming Classic. As you can see, the picture looks great. Also, when the CRT Micro is receiving power, but there's no signal input, this is what pops up. As you can see, here's me actually on my Windows desktop. I've hooked up my laptop to it, and you can see the picture is actually almost scarily crisp, which I think is really cool. Overall, I'm extremely proud of how this project turned out, and being able to take something out of a broken viewfinder out of one of these is really cool. I'm really thrilled to see where this project goes in the future, and I'd love to see any suggestions or ideas you guys have for more breakouts. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.